it's Danielle Fishel.
Ryder Strong.
And Will Friedle from Pod Meets World.
Does Friendly have a taste? If it does, it's probably like Hello's peppermint-flavored anti-plaque and whitening toothpaste.
Brush away plaque, show tartar who's boss, and remove surface stains to naturally whiten.
Hello's thoughtful and flavor-forward products make brushing your teeth feel like a confetti-filled bathroom dance party.
So say hello to Hello with the always cruelty-free, never tested on animals toothpaste that's made to spread smiles.
Visit HelloProducts.com and let Hello add some everyday yay into your life.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to the Wealth Break Podcast, a real conversation about finance.
Let's be honest. Building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone.
I feel like sometimes being broke is a cycle and that we might have to revisit that.
And we're not stopping at success stories.
What happens when it doesn't go right? How do you cope with it?
Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about creating a life where you thrive and help others do the same.
Listen to the Wealth Break Podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
She's Claudine Cooper, the best exercise lady. On Wellness Wednesday, the best exercise lady. She will teach you all there is about wellness and fitness. And as her motto says, your short workout is better than no workout. Oh, better than no workout, baby.
KFI Later with Mo Kelly, live everywhere on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. Let's talk with the nice exercise lady, Claudine Cooper, who joins us in studio. Claudine, it's great to see you. Thank you for coming out this evening. Why don't we get that microphone out of your face so that people can see your lovely face?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Hey, Mo, how we feeling tonight on this Wellness Wednesday?
It's interesting you say that because I saw this article, and I know you saw this article.
Yes.
Regarding seasonal affective disorder, a type of depression that's related to changes in seasons. And I have long discussed on this show how when the seasons change, it gets darker earlier, and, you know, we move closer to winter, my mood changes because there's a lack of sunlight.
Yes.
How does that impact us big picture as far as our disposition, our desire to work out even? How does that work together?
Well, as you know, I'm not a doctor, but I am a fitness professional, and I do see a huge drop off at this time of year. So whereas classes used to be packed, people clamoring to get in the gym, now during fall season and into winter, up until January 1st, there is a slow decline in the attendance at the gym. So my question to you is, Mo, why do you think people fall off in the gym at this time?
Assuming that they're of age where they're working and they may have a family, come 5 o'clock or so, especially when you get into November and December, it's getting dark. And I think that sends the message for people. It's like, okay, my day's over. I'm going to go home, maybe cook dinner for the kids or get ready for my evening, as opposed to thinking about, well, okay, if it stays light out till 7 o'clock, be more inclined to work out. That's what I think it is.
Well, people are watching live on YouTube and also live here on my own Instagram at FITWIT, the number 3. So why do you think people are not going to work out during the fall season? I'm going to give you my 2 cents, right? When it gets darker earlier in the evening and when the morning is dark when you wake up, the motivation we have when it's dark
is zero. Unless you're like my wife, who gets up at 4:30 in the morning.
I know your wife is so good about that. And she goes to those 5 a.m. classes. I know her routine because obviously I've seen her at the gym.
I'll take your word for it. I'm still snoring.
Well, and look, you work nights because you're a night owl and I'm a night owl as well.
Praise Jesus.
However, I will say this. Tonight, when I was driving in to see you, the traffic and the dark just made me want to turn around and go back to Inglewood.
No. There is something to that because when it gets dark earlier, people get on the road sooner. Like, oh, my day's over. And the traffic is less cumbersome in the summer for a number of reasons. But I also believe that because it's light out, people are not necessarily as inclined to all hit the road trying to get home.
It's that. It's schools in session. It's people who work for schools are working again. It's a lot of different factors at play, but there's one major factor, and that is during the holiday season, people often say, you know what? I'm just going to let my workouts go and I'm going to pick back up January 1st. That's how me and you hooked up. You remember?
Yeah, that was only like 4 months. Yeah, because let's be clear for people.
Not hooked up.
Right.
Not hooked up.
I reached out the top of the year.
You did.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you asked me to weigh in on New Year's resolutions for the wellness aspect. And the truth is, there is a pattern. In my 33 years of working in fitness, I have seen a pattern. The pattern is Q4 is when most people fall off. And I want to stop there for a second because honestly, I don't think it's just with working out either. So there's a challenge on the internet right now. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called the lock-in challenge.
I have not.
It suggests that if you lock in on a goal and you do it from September till the end of December, you will surpass most people who are probably also aspiring for a similar goal because most people fall off of whatever it is at this time of year.
So this is the time to really zero in, lock in on your goals, be it weight loss or toning or just adhering to your more strict regimen. Now's the time.
Even maybe getting into your doctor's appointments. I mean, going to get your checkups, or maybe it's that you just need to get your finances together. Maybe you're trying to write a book. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of different ways in which you can lock in. But whatever it is, this time of year turns into Netflix and eat whatever we want.
So we'll call it the season of discipline. This is the time.
Yes, this is the time. The people who put their foot on the gas in the fourth quarter are people who are going to go far.
Something you've talked about, and I know getting back to seasonal affective disorder, and I'm not asking you again, obviously, to weigh in as a medical professional, but something that you've seen as far as trends.
Yes.
And things that we can look at. I've always wondered this mind-body connection where my mind can talk me out of or talk me into a lot of good and bad habits.
Yes and no. I do feel like, so I want to honor the people who really, really suffer from seasonal affective disorder, also known as seasonal depression, because if you can't get out of the bed to do anything because you are for real depressed, that is something different. And that is something that will require probably medication and definitely some kind of specialized treatment. So I don't want to ignore those real life symptoms of not being able to get out of the bed. But losing motivation at this time of year is definitely a mental and physical thing.
It's harder for me because I know with my workouts, getting up in the morning, me working out in the morning is not a fall winter thing. It's just not going to happen. I've been on this earth long enough to know I can't even trick myself into thinking I'm going to get up even at a moderate time of 7:30 and work out. It's like I'm an old car in the snow. It takes a long time to get that engine warmed up before I can start really moving. So it's much more difficult this time of year. But how might someone like me modify the approach where I'm not necessarily going to let the season dictate what I'm going to do or not do?
Well, what workouts do you like? Let's start there. What does your normal workout look like?
It could be, depending on the day and how I'm feeling, it could be walking 5 miles on the treadmill. It could be more moderate exercise if I want to throw some kicks in the house and get my heart going. It varies from day to day. There are some days where I'm doing nothing but dynamic stretching, and that means I'm stretching to increase my flexibility, not just maintain my flexibility, because we all lose flexibility as we get older, and I'm very intentional with my stretching.
So all of those things are great. My big recommendation would be to take it outside. So, so instead of being on a treadmill in the house, there's research that proves being outdoors and having exposure to the sun does help our overall mood. And so I would say instead of walking the treadmill in the house, maybe just go outside and I've been to you and your wife's community. It's a beautiful space. You could maybe just walk a few laps around there and still get that same.
I try to get that. That usually ends up when I'm walking the dogs.
Yeah. And that's a great way.
Get my vitamin D.
And also I do recommend for people who have a hard time getting out of the bed. I'm not a pet owner, but I recommend getting a dog because it kind of forces you to get out of the bed.
Did you hear that, Mark? Get a dog. She didn't say cat. She said dog.
I'm not picking up anybody's poop. Okay.
Wait a minute.
I mean, don't you have to throw out the litter? I mean,
well, that's different. And also, my cats are dead. But you're
may they rest in peace.
Thank you. We're still grieving the loss of the cats. But getting back to your seasonal affective disorder, that's a real thing. I moved here from the Pacific Northwest, and there's a reason why all the serial killers are there. Okay, this is real.
It's very real. And I actually am from the Midwest, and that's something that we see every year is that during a long winter, the more gray, the more in the house you have to be. It just does affect your mood overall. You can't help it. If you're not moving and you're not outside and you're not in the sunshine and you're not able to experience greater daylight, you do tend to get down a little bit.
You're from Minnesota. That's a different type of Midwest. It's almost like that's just short of Alaska, like 6 months of darkness.
It's basically Canada.
Pretty much.
That's real. It is. And honestly, I will say that growing up there has made me such a more resilient person. There's times when I hear people who are here in LA complaining about the weather, and I just look at them like, is this
you just
real?
Don't know how good we have it.
I'm like, are you for real right now? You're cold? It's 68. You're cold.
Yeah, you might need to put on a jacket.
Yeah, I have a tough time, but I try to remember that we can only experience things from our own perspective.
Remember that, Mark, okay?
My perspective is that the nice exercise lady is dressed as if she's going to give you a workout tonight.
I just came from Nike, Mark. Give me a break.
Put him through the paces.
All I can say is if you should work out with Claudine Cooper, we'll talk about this in the next segment. Just know that she's going to kick your ass.
They call me the nice exercise lady, but really, we're going to talk about the fact that I'm a mean exercise lady.
The sadistic exercise lady is harder to make a song to.
She's a mean one.
I bet Eric could do it, though.
Probably.
He's here. He's probably writing notes right now. KFI AM 640, later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere. The iHeartRadio app. We'll have more with the nice exercise lady, Claudine Cooper.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Check out Vizio's complete lineup of home entertainment. From stunning smart TVs to immersive soundbars, Vizio has you covered. Experience entertainment like never before with hundreds of built-in apps, including Watch Free Plus for free live and on-demand TV, all ready to go right out of the box. You can even stream your favorite music, radio, and podcasts with the iHeartRadio app, available on every Vizio smart TV. Transform your entertainment with incredible picture quality and next-level audio. Visit Vizio.com today.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to the Wealth Break.
Let's be honest. Building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone. It's not just about saving, it's about investing. It's about navigating systems that weren't built for you, embracing your hustle, and relying on your community to create something bigger.
And that's exactly why we created The Wealth Break. We made something different, something more human. It's not just another financial podcast. It's a conversation about real life, real struggles, and real wins.
We're here to talk about the journey. You're hearing from people who've broken barriers, found creative ways to succeed, and learned to build wealth on their terms. Whether it's the first-time homeowner, a gig worker, or someone turning a side hustle into a six-figure business, we're bringing you their stories.
And we're not stopping at success stories. We're breaking down the realities, like what it means to take risk, how to navigate failure, and why resilience matters. Because wealth isn't about money. It's about creating a life where you can thrive and help others to do the same.
So if you're ready for a podcast as much as about people as it is about money, you're in the right place.
Listen to the Wealth Break podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
For just a moment.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI Later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. And joining me in studio, as customary on Wellness Wednesday, is none other than Claudine Cooper. Please visit ClaudineCooper.com. You don't have to just hear from her. You can see all the things that she's doing in the community and beyond with Nike. She's proudly wearing the Nike swoosh. And are you allowed to tell us more at this point about your Nike? No? Okay. I thought I would ask. I just asked the question.
Unfortunately, all I can say is that I've been working with the Nike headquarters. That's all I can say.
Okay.
But it has been definitely a dream come true. In fitness, there are some top tier brands that once you are aligned with those, you feel like you've kind of arrived. And Nike is definitely one of those.
Nike knows a little something about fitness and athletic wear. Yeah, I remember the first pair of Nikes I purchased. They were a brand new company in the early 1970s. And my mother said, those are some ugly shoes. I remember I got some they weren't even basketball shoes. They were just Nike, and I wore them for fourth grade basketball. That's how far back I go with Nike. I am brand loyal in that regard. So it's nice to see people who I appreciate and respect benefit from a corporation like Nike.
And I appreciate that. It definitely is a nod to the work I've been doing, but there is a special thing happening with Nike right now that I can talk about. Mm-hmm. So on the 26th of September, Nike is going to drop a brand new collection with Skims. And I don't know if you know what Skims is.
That's Kim Kardashian's company.
Right. And so Skims is it's more of a fabric that kind of moves with you, and it has like a little bit more of I guess you might call it's on brand with what's going on in the world right now. It's trending online and all of those things. So you put Nike with Skims. I'm expecting that when they drop the line on, is it Friday? Is the 26th?
Yes, it is.
I'm expecting that they will most likely sell out. I'm going to try to get mine, but we'll see what happens.
I'm just waiting for the commercial between you and Kim Kardashian. That's just me.
You speak it, we'll never know. But
we were talking about that during the break.
We were talking about the power of our words. And before we left off, you said Claudine's not really the nice exercise lady. If you've ever worked out with her, you know she's
trying to break you down.
She a little mean.
Yeah. Now, she will put it with like a little sugar on top. It's like, you can move at your own pace. Don't try to keep up with me. But in the meantime, she's challenging you, emotionally challenging you to keep up.
Here's the deal, right? I don't want my coaches, I don't want my teachers to take it easy on me. As a lifelong learner, as someone who wants to improve, I want to be directed. I want to be coached, but I also want to do it from someone who I respect. There is something to be said about the fact that when I'm encouraging you guys to do the work, I'm also doing the work.
It reminds me of what I say to my students, and I tell them, regardless of age or ability, I will never ask you to do anything that I can't do or haven't also done. I want you to know that I'm trying to bring you along the same path that I walked. So I can appreciate that. If they're seeing you out there doing it, it's different from saying, okay, now, 20 push-ups, 20 squats, and you're just standing in the corner. It doesn't have the same impact. It's like, no, I'm out there with you.
I remember when I was pregnant, especially with my last baby, who is about to turn 16, so definitely not a baby anymore, but he was almost 10 pounds.
Wait a minute, but you're only like...
I know. Don't tell these people that I weigh.
This big. You tune in YouTube, you tell you
listen,
this is big.
I'm a small person. Okay, we're not going to worry about that. But my son was one of my larger pregnancies, and so during that time, I was teaching my classes. And while I was teaching my classes, although I did have to modify some movements, because there's things when you're pregnant that you mostly should stay away from. Things that are done lying on the back. Yeah, as a pregnant person, you want to stay away from.
I'll take your word for it.
Lying on the back, right? But for the most part, squats, lunges, bicep curls, shoulder presses, I can do all of those things while carrying a large baby. So one of the things I used to say to people, and sometimes I regret it, going back to words can be powerful. I used to say, if I'm 9 months pregnant and I can do 100 squats, you can too. And someone then waited for me after class to tell me how that was very discouraging because they're not 9 months pregnant and then they still can't do the 100 squats. So it wasn't encouraging for them. So over the years, I have changed my approach so that I'm a little bit more gentle. I offer visual modifications as well as giving the cues. And I also encourage people of all levels to come out to my workouts and do their best. Just do your best.
I got to ask you, because I'm still thinking about this 10-pound baby and a 20-pound mother. So was your son born on time? Was he late?
He was late. All three of my pregnancies were late. All three of my pregnancies were babies that were good size, over 7 pounds. And all three of my pregnancies were natural delivery with no epidural.
Now you're just showing off now. Were you like in the delivery room with raising up your arms, flexing?
These babies beat me up, but I will say that working out throughout my pregnancy definitely helped me have a better outcome in the labor and delivery room.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's still amazing to me that you are still as enthusiastic about what you do now, as you say, 33 years later. Yeah, you can say, it's nice to have a certain level of success, but it doesn't mean that you will enjoy it as much as you once did.
Today when I went over to Nike, I was speaking with one of the people there and I was like, I'm here to teach whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then the lady says, are you tired or what? I said, I am kind of tired. I've taught about 10 classes a week. She said, but you love it, don't you? I said, I do love it. I really love it. And I feel like this is for anybody who's listening. If you find something that you really enjoy doing, even if it's not a big lucrative project, just do it a little bit because you enjoy it. Even Eric.
Amen to that.
He made that song for us, the Nice Exercise Lady, and I love the jingle. And I know he loves making music. And so even if you do it and bless someone else, then they get to receive the gifts that you're able to give.
Let the church say amen.
And amen.
Claudine Cooper, ClaudineCooper.com. Are you still doing your weekend free Saturday community workouts? Are you coming up with one this weekend?
I am. Actually, we're doing them all the way until the end of the year. So anybody, anywhere who needs a workout but may not have a gym membership, all you got to do, show up. You don't have to register. Parking's validated. Farmers market's right there. Workout is free. It's right in Inglewood off of Prairie and Century in the Hollywood Park Retail District every Saturday at 9. And
if you forget any of this, ClaudineCooper.com. Claudine, great to see you. Thank you for coming out to see us. And I'm quite sure we'll run into each other sometime soon.
Thank you, Mo. I appreciate everybody here. Thanks, guys.
Even you, Mark, she thanked you.
Yes,
didn't want you to feel left out.
Eric,
well, I have
Daniel,
feelings, damn it.
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't have any feelings. You're like the Tin Man.
Hey. You guys are all probably got more feelings than I do. The nice exercise lady.
Don't let him talk to me like that, Claudine.
It's Later with Mo.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Check out Vizio's complete lineup of home entertainment. From stunning smart TVs to immersive soundbars, Vizio has you covered. Experience entertainment like never before with hundreds of built-in apps, including Watch Free Plus for free live and on-demand TV, all ready to go right out of the box. You can even stream your favorite music, radio, and podcasts with the iHeartRadio app, available on every Vizio smart TV. Transform your entertainment with incredible picture quality and next-level audio. Visit Vizio.com today.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to the Wealth Break.
Let's be honest. Building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone. It's not just about saving, it's about investing. It's about navigating systems that weren't built for you, embracing your hustle, and relying on your community to create something bigger.
And that's exactly why we created the Wealth Break. We made something different, something more human. It's not just another financial podcast. It's a conversation about real life, real struggles, and real wins.
We're here to talk about the journey. You're hearing from people who've broken barriers, found creative ways to succeed, and learned to build wealth on their terms. Whether it's the first-time homeowner, a gig worker, or someone turning a side hustle into a six-figure business, we're bringing you their stories.
And we're not stopping at success stories. We're breaking down the realities, like what it means to take risk, how to navigate failure, and why resilience matters. Because wealth isn't about money. It's about creating a life where you can thrive and help others to do the same.
So if you're ready for a podcast as much as about people as it is about money, you're in the right place.
Listen to the Wealth Break podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Kelly, KFI AM 640.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI Later with Mo Kelly live on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. Let's go to South Carolina. Why are we going to South Carolina? Well, the next story is based in South Carolina. It's very important. Very important. Please pay attention. Alexander Lewis, 32 years old. He was a teaching assistant, but he's now been arrested for allegedly, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, allegedly releasing fart spray in the school building. Excuse me. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry. It slipped out. Alexander Lewis, as I said, 32 years old, allegedly used the stink spray multiple times at West Florence High School in Florence, South Carolina, between August 25th and September 19th, over the course of many weeks, creating a quote-unquote foul odor and causing even respiratory issues for some students. Quote, investigators have arrested a Florence man alleged to have been responsible for creating this foul odor at a Florence high school. Close quote. Lewis is alleged to have sprayed an internet-acquired spray design to imitate fecal odor at the school on multiple occasions and over time, resulting in a disruption of the school. Close quote. Let me just ask some questions here, okay? Everybody farts. All right, we don't like to talk about it. Some are worse than others, depending on your diet, depending on when you do it, depending, if there's anyone else around, depending if you do it in a small enclosed area like a studio, depending if you do it in the news booth like Mark Runner.
We have an air purifier in here, so everybody's fine.
Who's everybody? It's just you in there.
And, I think what listeners really enjoy about the show is the highbrow material that we get into so often.
We have a wide variety of topics.
Uh-huh.
But I'm thinking you're 32 years old, okay? You're working at a high school, okay? And you're participating in high school-ish pranks as a 32-year-old man. And then you get your ass arrested for the high school pranks. This is what I want to know. Once you hit like the yard and you're walking around the yard and people ask you, hey man, what you in here for? Fart spray. Excuse me. And what are the rules with farts? I got to ask. I know it's fart spray, but it just got me thinking about farts more generally. What are the rules as far as etiquette?
Well, the only rule that I believe is hard and fast is that it's rude to crop dust other people.
That might be even illegal. Okay? But I'm saying, like,
you get hurt. You do that in the yard, you're getting shanked.
Yeah, that's true. But are you supposed to say excuse me for the silent and deadly ones? Or if you can get away with it, can you let one go and then just leave the room?
I'm not participating in this conversation.
I want to know what the rules are.
Tony, what are the rules? You know.
Tony, you're immature like us. You should have some sort of thought on this.
Fair game, man.
Okay, whatever's fair game. I'm not saying that,
especially their speedies, man. It's too bad.
I'm not saying that anyone wants to smell the inside of someone's large intestine. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that some things just can't be helped, especially after the age of 40.
I mean, there's a special satisfaction though when you see just that disgust. Like you got somebody. Come on.
The best ones, and I mean the best/worst ones, are the ones when you're home by yourself and you even say, God, dog, what the hell was that? And it was you.
Where do you get this spray and how much is it?
It said they got off the internet, so I think I'm going to Google. It's got to be on Amazon somewhere. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Amazon's got everything, yeah.
Yeah, so, you can always find it.
Next day delivery on it with Prime?
Look,
the spray?
If you can get bear spray, pepper spray, fart spray, yeah. Mm-hmm. According to ABC 15 News, students reported smelling a strong gas-like odor throughout the school, which left them feeling nauseous, dizzy, and suffering from headaches. Parents also reported their kids staying at home as a result of the effects of the spray. Boy, I wish I had this when I was 15. Ooh, I would have been a menace. Quote, every time I go to my second block class, I walk up the stairwell and immediately teachers are covering their noses and mouths, coughing because of the smell. I got physically sick the other day because of the smell. I feel like I'm going to pass out because I get so lightheaded and so dizzy. Look, this is really, really immature, but it's also pretty damn funny.
I can't decide which side to take on this. Right? Because he probably shouldn't have done it, but at the same time,
I'm glad he did.
Kind of high fives, okay?
I bought the coolest gift for my nephew last year for Christmas. It's a Despicable Me fart gun. And it shoots like smoke-smelling smoke rings.
Yes. Oh, it has an aroma to it?
Yes.
Oh. See, those are kinds of toys that I needed as a kid.
I know.
Because I was so obnoxious. And I would love to disrupt classes. No, seriously. When I was in middle school, didn't have a junior high, middle school and high school, I was the guy, because I was rebellious and I always had a parent of mine as a teacher at the school that I would attend, I was always acting out. I was the one who was always talking in class, always mouthing off. And they said, Morris O'Kelly, you are not going to go far in life talking all the time. Lay me down. I showed him Mr. Schwindeman, Mr. Collins. If you were still alive, I would love to be able to rub this in your face. All the talking I did in your... Oh, excuse me. Oh, golly. What did I have earlier? Oh, yeah, I had Wiener Schnitzel. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a long night.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I really did. I had a taste for Wiener Schnitzel. We have a Wiener Schnitzel right across the street from the studio, and it is calling for me every single day. It's like, Mo.
As desperate as we get for food in this little food desert we're in, that place still kind of alarms me. I've never once been there.
You don't want to go there. It's probably a health hazard. But my point is, I hadn't had the Wiener Schnitzel in literal at least a decade, maybe decades plural. And I just gave in today. I couldn't fight it anymore. I felt like I fell off the wagon.
Isn't Wednesday some obscenity like chili dog day or something like that there?
All I know is
you don't need a fart gun. That renders a fart gun completely irrelevant.
Yeah, no, it's going to be really bad for my wife in about 3 hours.
Stay out of the
Really
news
bad.
booth, please.
Really bad. I wasn't going to come in there, but
No,
just seriously.
stay out, please.
No. I'll just probably lie in the hallway. Just decorate the whole hallway up and down.
The decorate it like with spackle. What are you saying?
Like you know those little those air fresheners that you plug in the wall. It's like one of those. I'll just leave one at certain points around the studio and station.
Well, to quote David McCallum in The Outer Limits, "You make me ill and angry."
Why couldn't you quote like David McCallum from NCIS?
I've never seen it.
You've never watched NCIS?
No.
Leroy Jethro Gibbs doesn't ring a bell?
No interest.
Rule 39?
Okay, all right.
Tony, have you ever watched NCIS? No one has watched one of the greatest procedurals.
Do they investigate a lot of fart-related deaths in that show?
Not a lot. No, oh, golly, it's catching up to me. I thought it was going to wait till 11 o'clock, but it's not going to wait. Maybe I need to go to... I'm fanning the mic. Maybe I need to go to break now. I know it's really inappropriate to fart into the mic, but
when's that stopped you before?
Well, ish happens. Stuff happens.
Apparently so.
Have you ever heard the phrase "never trust a fart after 40"?
From you?
No,
yes.
I'm saying beyond me.
You're my primary source for that little bon mot.
Do you know where it comes from?
The elderly?
What? No, I should say, do you know to what it's referring?
What do you want me to say here with the FCC listening?
Nothing that's going to get you in trouble.
Okay.
Your name is not Jimmy Kimmel. You'll be fine.
I should be so lucky. But go ahead and just get to the end. Get this out of your system, so to speak.
The whole point is you have to be very judicious and careful in the sense of summoning a fart after the age of 40.
There are products that you can acquire for the just in case scenario. You're aware of that, right?
Yeah. I have an extra pair of underwear in the car.
No, not underwear.
I'm not going to wear Depends.
I think you might find them
I don't need the
comfortable
Depends.
and useful.
No, I don't need them. I'm just saying, if for anyone who's over 40, Tony's over 40, Mark is over 40, I'm over 40, Daniel's over 40, Eric Lasardo, he's over 40. Okay, this applies to all of us.
Yeah, but not all of us are incontinent, as you apparently seem to be.
I am not incontinent. I'm saying it is in your best interest to tread lightly and be careful after the age of 40, or you might happen upon another situation that you didn't intend.
In the name of God, can we go to the news?
We can. Tony, should we go to news? Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Oh, yeah. Woo!
Get ready for that Peabody. Clear space on your shelf.
Waft it.
Got a golden mic coming your way.
KFI. You remember we were talking about the other night, someone was talking about, this is beneath you, or, that's not who you are. No, this is exactly who I am.
Well, it's literally beneath you. Now, can we please be done with this?
Are you uncomfortable?
There's no right answer there, is there?
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
It's now that time. We have a pair of tickets to see Corey Henry at the Miracle Theater in Inglewood this Sunday at 7:30 p.m. I've been to the show twice. I'm here to tell you, if you're a music enthusiast, if you love gospel music, it is one of the best musical shows you can see. And there's also food and beverage. It is a great evening. It's an intimate theater, the Miracle Theater. Highly recommend. Caller number 5. You and a guest will get to see Corey Henry, Latin Grammy Award-winning artist Corey Henry at the Miracle Theater in Inglewood this Sunday at 7:30 p.m. And you might have remembered we had Corey and Henry in the studio twice playing live. It is a fantastic show. I cannot be more forthright with you about this show. It's one of those things where if you're a musician, if you appreciate good music, if you love gospel music, and definitely on a Sunday, you cannot go wrong. In fact, if I got time, I'm going to be there myself for a third time. He does these shows monthly, and they are a great amalgamation of the word, of music, and also he'll give a little history session as well as he talks about music and the evolution of music. It is a fun time. It's interactive. The crowd gets involved with him. Caller number 5, you and a guest will be able to see Corey Henry, Grammy Award-winning, Latin Grammy Award-winning, fantastic dude all around, at the Miracle Theater on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. And the Miracle Theater is in Inglewood. Caller number 5 for Corey Henry tickets at the Miracle Theater in Inglewood. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulating talk.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to the Wealth Break Podcast, a real conversation about finance.
Let's be honest. Building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone.
I feel like sometimes being broke is a cycle and that we might have to revisit that.
And we're not stopping at success stories.
What happens when it doesn't go right? How do you cope with it?
Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about creating a life where you thrive and help others do the same.
Listen to the Wealth Break Podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Check out Vizio's complete lineup of home entertainment. From stunning smart TVs to immersive soundbars, Vizio has you covered. Experience entertainment like never before with hundreds of built-in apps, including Watch Free Plus for free live and on-demand TV, all ready to go right out of the box. You can even stream your favorite music, radio, and podcasts with the iHeartRadio app, available on every Vizio smart TV. Transform your entertainment with incredible picture quality and next-level audio. Visit Vizio.com today.